I did it because I wanted to feel better in myself, you know. I wanted to feel like I have long hair, and I wanted to kind of trick the crowd too. One, thank you for opening Sashelle's journal. It is the girl Sashelle, and today I am doing something a bit different for you guys. I am going to basically go through and react to my old pictures, yes, but I'm gonna be reacting to those that show my relaxed hair and my relaxed hairstyles. That I am going to kind of point out certain things that I no longer do with my relaxed hair that had turned my hair around for the better. So guys, this might be ugly, but it is necessary, because in my opinion, like, a lot of persons think that they have type 4 hair, and having type 4 hair means that your hair won't grow past a certain length, and I'm here to show you that that is far from the truth, because I myself was at a stage where there was no progress. My hair was not growing, and I just felt like, you know, this is probably just a type 4 hair thing. Like with my 4B4C hair, like, I'm not gonna get much more than this, and a lot of persons have been saying like I'm stuck, like my hair just doesn't grow. So this is like motivation for persons to show you that you can do it as much as I did. So just let us go. I'm gonna embarrass myself a little, guys. You know, the love is real if I'm here about to embarrass myself, because guys, come on. These pictures, so you might be seeing me looking down because I'm going to be basically pulling them up on my computer here, and I'm gonna put them on screen, right? You see that? You see that transition? So guys, let us get into the video. Let us get into the hair. Enough talking, enough said. So this first picture right here, it is not too bad. I think at this point I got a bit conscious of my hair and realized that, you know, I need to do some work. But to be honest, at this point it was not at a bad stage, and at this point the only thing that I can remember doing at this point is lack of protein and moisture balance, and that is one of the things that I have stopped doing, not paying attention to my protein moisture balance, because that had turned around my hair for the better. In these times, guys, up to this point I basically never really protein treated my hair, and that is like, what? Persons who are relaxed are like, what? Because we know that protein replenishes the hair from the relaxer. You can't be continuously getting relaxers and not protein treat. So that is what was happening at this point. This picture is around the same time. It is the same procedure, but at this point you can see that I got, my ends were looking good, and that basically meant I got a trim, because my ends are never looking good. My ends are so bad, and as you can see, I have this side, and I call it my favorite side. And not only do I think this side is more pleasing, because I don't think it's like symmetric, you know, like both side of your face. I think one side of my face look different than the other side. So everybody have a favorite side, and this is mine, so that is why you're seeing this side. But anyways, you can see me always tilting to the side, and that is because my hair at this side was always longer than the other side, and that caused me to be really, you know, conscious about that when I'm in pictures. I'm normally tilting to that side. So yeah, so persons were like, you always take pictures on that side. That is it. So now you know, this is not a bad picture. To be honest, you can see that I got a fresh trim in these pictures, and you know, my hair was not at all looking bad at this point. Was about 2017-ish, and if you remember my hair journey video, at this point I started really my hair journey. I kind of started doing a little thing. I started the trim, and I was kind of, you know, this, you can see, this is basically a protective style. This is the most that you will see me do, like protective styling with flexi rods and those things. It was cute, but it also had me not manipulate my hair so much. And another thing that I no longer do is forget to do my protective styling. Not only protective styling, but low manipulation hairstyles, because that also helps with, you know, reducing the friction. Like when you reduce friction or manipulation in your hair, then it kind of slows down breakage or prevent unnecessary breakage. Guys, this picture here, not the bayang, because that is all I'm saying. Guys, if you know me when I was in high school and when I was in college, I always have this sweep to the side, you know, I have my hair down to the side, and to me this was cute, and this picture I thought was such a cute picture. No. But guys, at this point, actually in my mind I had really long hair. I thought my hair was so long, but do you see how thin and brittle that is? And you know what, one of the things that I no longer do to my hair, and it is the main thing that I no longer do to my hair, and that is flat ironing. I don't use the flat iron. I think for about 2 years now I haven't used flat iron. Before it was very minimal, but in these times I would flat iron my hair, and the flat iron was a killer, is a killer, still a killer. I will never recommend anyone to flat iron their hair because there's so much ways that you can get your hair straight. Heat on your hair is basically frying your hair, and if you are a continuous user of heat on your hair will not grow because it will break off. It will literally fry. Guys, I don't know who put in this picture in here, but I was like, whoa, my hair was looking good, but this one is Doobie Queen. All hail Doobie Queen. That was what was in my hair. That is not all my hair, guys. My hair has never looked like that. It's another cut, and you can see the routine. I would have my hair, I will be doing things to my hair, I will not be taking care of my hair, and then I'm expecting it to grow, and then when it basically gets fried, it breaks off and all of that, I get a cut. But mind you, when you get a cut and you cut off those nasty split ends and those damaged ends, your hair looks so good. So my hair was so short here. It was like about right here. And it looked healthy though. And that's because all of the bad ends were gone. But it was, my regular routine was not do anything, not follow a regime, and expect my hair to grow. And then I have to cut it again. So you find that I was dwindling from neck length to shoulder length for the longest while, because in my head, you know, why is my hair not growing? That reminds me, a lot of times that our hair is not growing is because persons feel like it's inclined to grow without doing anything. And mind you, some cultures, and this is why persons feel like genetics have a lot to do with their hair, because certain types of hair, they grow faster and they're more resistant to breakage. Our type 4 hair is not as resistant to breakage, so you find that we can't really sit down and do nothing and expect results. So another thing that I stopped doing is stop expecting results without action. Or you can't reap what you don't sow, pretty much. Your hair is like a plant. You have to nurture it, you have to grow it. If you don't, then it falls, pretty much. So this is where I was dwindling, expecting something, not getting it in return, cutting the hair. But mind you, when I cut the hair, it will turn out looking good, but that only lasts me like for a couple of weeks, and then I'm right back to square one. You can see right here I'm also in a flexi rod curl hair, and this flexi rod ain't cute. This picture is my graduation picture, and that is my hair. And normally I could have worn extensions. I don't know why. I was feeling myself. In my head, my hair was so long here, but now I'm looking at it. That is straws. That is like, you know, straws or hay. That is how my hair look. My hair looked very limp and very weighed down. So right then and there, I was definitely neglecting my moisture protein balance, and you know how important moisture protein balance is. So you can see my hair was overly moisturized in this instance. It looked very weak, it looked very limp, and you can see that it was very brittle. This was not a cute picture. In my head at that point, my hair was in a good state. For me to wear this to graduation when I could have added extension, in my head, it was in a good state. But we can definitely disagree with that. Here, I think I was fresh out of high school here, and that is it with my hair. Occasionally I get breakage, it comes back, it looks good, I get breakage, and that is because of lack of a regime. And another thing that I stopped doing is stop leaving my hair to just do its thing, expecting my hair to grow without a regime. Having a good hair regime is of paramount importance to growth, because just like anything, it is the consistency. It is finding what works first and foremost, then the consistency of doing it over and over and over again. You learn your hair, and then your hair learns the regime and how it reacts to certain things, and that is how you see the results. See, a lot of persons, they are stuck at a particular length because their hair has been accustomed to whatever they are doing at that point. It grows to a certain length and it stops because that is what it's accustomed to. Now when you come up with a regime that stretches the hair more and stretches the hair more, and you're consistent consistent with it, then you know you will see the result. Here, my hair wasn't bad. My hair was in a ponytail, but you know, let me tell you the trick with these. You know them banana clip here? If you're in Jamaica, even if you're not in Jamaica we call them banana clips. And these banana clips are basically some clips that we use to hold our hair together in terms of instead of like scrunchies. And these things though, the trick with these things is that when I put it in my hair, I normally put it way over the ponytail. So because it's not entirely where the ponytail is, a bit extended a bit more, it is a hack that I use to make my ponytail look longer and thicker, when it really and truly was not. But I did it because I wanted to feel better in myself, you know. I wanted to feel like I have long hair, and I wanted to kind of trick the crowd too. So I used to use these clips, but these clips were the deal in high school when you wanted to make you look like you have thicker, longer hair.